You good? Situated?
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
All right, cool. So, this episode we have not really news in sports. So, like I called it Marcus last episode, the Warriors sweep them boys.
They
Bring out the
did. They did.
brooms.
They did.
Any final comments? The NBA season is over.
I don't know. I feel like it was. It's okay. Your time will come. Don't worry.
I did some research actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, listen. Well, let me get out of the way. Let me just get this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like it was just. I don't know. Just like they were just overwhelmed. I feel like LeBron did all he could. I feel like doesn't change my mind about his legacy, anything like that. Getting swept is getting swept. I mean, I would like him not to get swept, as I predicted. I predicted 4-1, but ended up being 4-0. I mean, it is what it is. He just didn't get enough help throughout the series, and they were just too much for them. So, I mean, I feel like that's
shout out JR, man. Shout out
yeah,
JR.
I guess.
Well, I personally felt like it was great that he got swept. We can cut the shenanigans, cut the bullshit. I'm glad the series is over, so that we can get to this. You feel me? NBA offseason, which is really spicy, by the way. It's really, really spicy. Like the offseason is super spicy. So that's always great. The Kawhi Leonard trade talks is already on the way. That's gonna be very exciting to see how everything pans out. But yeah,
what you feel about the finals? Go
ahead. You said you took notes. Go,
I was laughing the whole
Go
time.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was laughing the whole time. I will say honestly, my favorite part is always the interviews. Like I love the interviews. If I could be that asshole in the interview, I would definitely be that person asking the most ridiculous questions, kind of like what they were doing already. And it's just like I've never seen a more inconsistent team in my entire life. Like, how can you possibly put all of the blame on one of the most important players in it literally makes no sense. They're acting as if LeBron went out there on the floor, had no one else to play with but himself and the opposing team. So it's just like, really?
I'm a big believer he should have cloned himself and played with a team for himself. Like,
well, since we're not able to afford cloning, because we all know that the government has their own ideas, you got to do what you got to do. All these tax-paying dollars that fund these players, I would assume that they would have good quality people supporting the dominant player.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of spoke about this last episode, but I feel like kind of going along with that, like I feel like LeBron, he is the best player in the NBA in my opinion. So I feel like with that, he draws a lot of attention. So the other players on the court, it's like as if they can shoot like. They're going to shoot the same shot every game. So they can practice that one shot every day for the rest of their life and be effective.
At least.
Yeah, like they don't have to be special or pull a rabbit out of a hat. Like you just got to hit a corner shot like every single but
what do they
do
during practice? Like, do they eat? Do they just sleep? Do they
everybody makes shots during practice. But
here.
It's just when you're in the game, it's a completely different situation.
These are professionals. Have they ever played games before? Is this their first time playing together?
I love your energy. This crosses my head all the time.
I'm confused. If you work every day doing the same job in the same position, I presume that you would have the quality of doing that job better each day, not worse.
The Lord.
And this is why LeBron is upset. And this is why he's leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I love.
Yeah, I hate to see him in another jersey, but
so
that was sports with a nutshell. Thank you, Jazmine, for giving us a female voice in that. You feel me? We'll try to clap and no applaud button, but that's
for real.
That's all you get.
I can get that. I'll take it.
And not really news, gonna be quick and short. So IHOB, International House of Pancakes, is now officially the International House of Burgers. What the fuck?
I would like to correct you because I've also done research as well, and it is just a campaign promotion. It's just for marketing purposes. It is not the official House of Burgers. It's just to draw attention to what is new and upcoming to the menu. They are still officially IHOP. So.
That's news to me. I mean, I feel like everybody I spoke to about that told me that they were changing their name literally, but I feel like it is a good idea like marketing-wise.
I thought it was just like, fuck pancakes. You suck at pancakes.
No, they're still serving breakfast.
No, I know. I mean, they're a diner. They should still serve.
Yeah.
I mean, any diner, you either have an option of burgers or pancakes, or waffles or French toast. You feel me? I usually get French toast. I'm bougie like that.
I support that.
I mean, I feel like I kind of switch up my stuff that I get from IHOP. So I feel like I do get like a wrap sometimes stuff, which I know a lot of people don't do. Like they kind of go there for pancakes, obviously, because it's international pancakes.
But they're more than that.
Yeah.
So
I have been there and had like a burger and stuff, and it really has been good. So I'm glad they kind of like popularizing it, so I don't seem like a dweeb when I'm going there ordering a burger. Like, so thank you, IHOP. Thank you for the information because I thought you were gonna change your name.
You're not gonna be alone. There's gonna be a crop load of people that are waiting for these high demand burgers that they are so called pushing out in the world, and I got a few of them off the menu. I couldn't get all of them.
Go ahead.
For example, some of the burgers to look out for are the jalapeno kick, the big brunch, cowboy BBQ, and mushroom Swiss. Other menus on the item were not available to snoop at, but you know, I did get a good glimpse at what was there, and he's very happy about it.
Jazmine, you got your own rumor report or something going on? What's up?
I like to do my research. I like to.
That's how. This is like why I send her the stuff early so she know coming prepared. She's doing the right thing.
Yeah, the bus ride.
And I'm gonna go there and get burgers. I'm still gonna order pancakes.
Great.
Like, you know, this is an international house of pancakes. I'm still getting pancakes. Still getting the. I mean, my mom like the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. That's too much for me. But she's gonna still get that. I'm still getting my pancakes, ham, and eggs, and that's what we can go there for. But if you need a burger,
expectations of the burger,
you know,
because if they're promoting it like this, it must be something.
I have another not really news. It's not. I'm just freestyling this one. Fashion Over Men's. Are you fucking with it?
I didn't look into it yet, honestly, but I feel like it's something that I would look into.
Yeah, do not come for Men's Fashion Nova. You will respect
nobody come
the
for
content,
it.
not
Yeah,
you. We're gonna draw the attention here. You will respect the attention that it is getting. Okay, support.
I do. I
the
did
traffic
that,
that is coming in, because the moment it came out, the moment day one was over and it was ready to be sold, it sold out. Those items were ready. Those items were not, oh, let's test the waters. Those items were in high demand. Guys were sending out information like, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. Where's stuff for us? And they heard and they listened, and those things sold out.
I feel like we're in the age that I feel like if a because for me, I look at Fashion Nova as a woman's brand, but if a woman's brand had a men's branch, like I feel like we're in a day and age where men will be like, you kind of like into that. So
There's
for example, I feel like
wear female clothes.
Yeah, the same thing I feel like for Forever 21. I feel like Forever 21 is for females mostly, but there's a men's section now, and I feel like men kind of gravitate to that.
too.
Like same thing with H&M.
That's
the way I feel about it.
That's majority of most fashion industries. Like, they have 2 floors for women and 1 floor for niggas.
Yeah,
everything for niggas is on 1 floor.
I mean,
kind of fucked up.
It's like, who are you going to depend on? Are you going to depend on this one guy that's going to go in and out? Or are you going to depend on that woman that takes 4 hours to get a pair of underwear and come to the register with $600 worth of merchandise?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would initially be a woman's brand, but if they make a men's brand,
this
men's department will stay like this.
And this is why I'm single. And this is why I'm single.
But online retail it's completely different. It's completely different.
Yep.
They have unlimited supplies, and they don't have to worry about people touching the stuff and it falling off of the rack. You get it right from the warehouse. That's way better. And you get a picture of how it's supposed to look with the girl, so you can match. You guys could be twinsies. Okay? Twinning.
I don't see myself twinning with a nigga in a Fashion Nova photo. You feel me?
That's okay.
They built a little different.
You're going to look good, though.
Nah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm definitely gonna be a Fashion Nova thought very soon. Definitely in my price range.
Not already?
I support that.
Nah, not yet. Nah, I'm not a Fashion Nova thought yet. You feel me? I got no merch yet, but
when
soon.
You get your first jumper, you're gonna be like,
I'm gonna be on Shade Room and all that. Check out DJ Obam in his Fashion Nova, killing it. Feel me? I'm trying to be on the page. Feel me?
On the page?
Shade Room. I'm trying to be on Shade Room. Feel me? Trying to be one of those niggas.
Wow. Okay. Goals.
All right. So that was news. You feel me? You have anything that's interesting or worthy? For me, give us a comment, shout it out. We'll probably check into it. So our topics. It's a little late, but I got a lot of flack for this, and this is why I'm really into this episode. So, the story of Future leaving the girl stranded in LA, whatever the case may be, and this is why we need a female voice. So, if you don't know, there was a girl who met Future in the studio session while he was doing music. They exchanged numbers. They text back and forth a little bit. We don't know the exact terms of the conversation or how deep it was, but whatever the case may be. Eventually, it led to him asking her to fly out to see him in LA, and she said, "Okay, pay for my flight." He said, "I'll pay you back whatever you pay. Just come through and I got you." He books a hotel. She comes to the hotel, checks in, and then they had a conversation via text. Basically, he told her to wear something sexy. She said she didn't come to LA for that, which insinuating sex when she got there, right? And he was like, Are you serious? Like, she's like, he's like, okay, you know what? I'll just check you out. He said, I'll check you another time. So she asked him, you're not coming? He was like, I'm good, love, enjoy. Which is why everybody on social media is texting, I'm good, love, enjoy. And y'all motherfuckers are all
didn't
love.
even know that.
Yes, everyone's love. Like, I don't, I'm really confused. Like, a lot of y'all bitches ain't getting flied out. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say bitches no more. A lot of y'all ladies aren't getting flown out.
Females.
Please. What females?
Not all them
but if you say females a certain way with certain energy, it sound like bitch, though. You can't lie.
I don't even feel no type of way about it.
Right. But so as a female, I just have a couple questions. If a guy says he's gonna fly you out to another state, do you think he wants to have sex with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure we agree.
Absolutely.
Marcus, if you could financially pay for females,
they should
flight.
be with whatever is what I guess is my thing.
Absolutely.
Right.
I feel like I'm not flying you out to. Oh, let me read you this book. Like
If he wanted
I'm
a
following you out for a
female
reason.
with relations without the sexual relation, like he would have stayed with Sierra.
True. Well, here's my point. And I don't want to play devil's advocate, but I'm gonna just do that for a little bit. She doesn't have to have sex with him, right? And I agree. A lot of girls are commenting.
Yeah, she doesn't have to. Yeah,
she shouldn't have to fuck him. No, you shouldn't. But why take the flight in the first place? His initial, what he texted you was, I miss you, I want to see you. She came out for music. He didn't say, yo, I want to work on a record together. And you don't have to be together to work on a record. He could have emailed you the track or be like, yo, hey, go to the studio and make some magic happen. He never said that. So you saying, oh, I wanted to work on music, guess the fuck what? He didn't text you talking about music. He text you talking about that ass. You feel me?
I feel like there was a big miscommunication on her part.
No,
as a person that's straight up and blunt, pretty much, I want to make sure that what I'm getting myself into is exactly what I'm getting out of it. So if someone is sending me a text like, oh, I miss you, there's clearly nothing professional about that. What do you miss? My voice on the track? Because I can give you that. But if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, I miss you, let me fly you out here. No, thank you. I got my flight. I got my hotel.
No, she paid her for a flight and a hotel. That's the hotel he paid
He paid for the flight and the hotel.
No, he paid for the hotel. She paid for her flight there.
but he still said he's gonna reimburse
he said
her.
he's going to reimburse her.
Either
But
way.
after
like,
he realized
Hmm.
she tried to bamboozle him and not give her no ass, he's like, you know what, I'll talk to you later.
All right, well, if she paid for her flight there, she can pay
Pay
for
for
her
flight
flight back.
back. And that's what I'm saying. And a lot of women will like...
Why is this funny? I
No,
was
because
so
she
confused.
agrees. Because she
Yeah,
agrees.
yeah.
And it's amazing. It's so refreshing. No, seriously.
I was very confused when I saw the article.
Because listen, I'm on Facebook. I'm getting called all types of bozos. Some guy said...
How?
One of my friends, a very close friend of mine who I grew up with, he said, yo, that's a fuckboy mentality to think that because you fly a girl out, she owes you sex. I'm not saying she owes me sex if I fly her out. If I offer to fly you out and you say no, you have the right to say no. When you say yes, not that you, it's not like, I'm no rapist. Like, that's not cool. Like,
Right.
Me Too movement, all that shit, not cool.
Right.
But, sis,
yeah,
this ain't a bus trip. This ain't an Uber ride. You took a flight. That's several hours.
You can't be
coming out-
naive about that. Like at the end of the day, you have to think, and somebody has to say, like, "Damn, he probably want to do the physical with me."
Right.
Like,
And we know what kind of guy he is.
Like, yeah, like if I miss you and I really want to see you, I can FaceTime you. Like, if I'm really
Right.
flying you out to my crib and get in the hotel for you and invite you to stay at my hotel, you think we can? Oh, let's
I just
paint
wanna
each
see
other's
your
nails.
face.
Like, yeah, like
I just want to see
let's
your
be
face.
together. Like, no, like there's some kind of in this, especially in this day and age, like you have to think like something
There's
of
sexual
that sort.
innuendo in this message.
I agree
yeah.
with that.
I don't know how that flies
the
over some people's
message
head
wasn't
and
clear.
people can't understand
People didn't
Future's
state their...
say the point with that, but I don't know.
Be clear.
That's a weird one.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want something out of shorty or sir, I suggest you be very clear
That's a part of it
with
too.
what
for
you're
real.
asking. Don't ask me to come out there and visit you and all you want me to do is
Slab on a knob.
like going on a cop. So what is it that you're asking me for? There's a lot of hidden messages and things like, oh, I miss you. So
And I feel like it's kind of on the girl
But
to
she
be direct
has-
too, especially when, like, for example, like even if she didn't like think like she was going there for sex, like she could make that clear on her own part. Like, listen, I'm not going there for sex. Like, if we
Before
go
the
in there to
flight.
be strictly work, like, all
Before
right, cool.
the
We're gonna,
flight.
yeah, that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
Like, if we're gonna
I
go
support
strictly
that.
be in studio, get to the bag, all right, cool. Like, I'm coming there for that. But
Right.
if you kind of leave the door open, it's kind of like you can't get mad at me for assuming certain things. Like, Oh, that's just how I feel about that.
I know Future is, I don't know, but the media makes him seem, and his music makes him seem like he's that type of person that has expectation of your punani. So don't be acting like, oh, you know, we don't get down like that. But sis, like, you took a whole flight out there. You didn't really discuss much music. You were discussing, oh, you know, you cute and I'm cute, we cute, I miss you, kiki. Don't act like music was the only thing out here. There's other things.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot in this whole scenario that we don't know. Like the conversations, the energy she had, like she might have said some nasty shit.
Right.
Or sent him photos or whatever the case may be.
We don't know. Right.
I feel like there's just common sense. I feel like even if we could both be in New York, forget the flight, forget like whatever. If I'm in New York, if I'm in the Bronx and you in Harlem, and I'm like, oh, I miss you, come over. Like even that, like if you're still gonna make the trip to come with me at 2:00 in the morning, like, come on, son. what else are you coming? Whatever else am I telling you this and telling you to come on at this time?
Like, but we live, but we live in matter. Come over is.
It's certain things that you should know from
time.
But we live in a world where a girl will literally take the trip and not do shit, and I'm like, and at that point you really had to entertain her and with an attitude now because you're upset, because you're literally upset, like.
But you can't get that upset. You didn't clarify. If you would have been like, oh, come over, you know we about to get busy or whatever. Right. She'd have been like, okay, you know, I'm not really with it. I'm just wanted to chill with you. Let's go out and have dinner. We assume that you know the assumption that's being made.
Right. I just feel like, you know, it's not like I'm telling you, yo, let's go to brunch. I'm telling you, come to my crib at a certain time of the night or whatever. You feel me? We alone one-on-one. Yeah. I feel like there's a time and place for certain things. And right now it's a certain time and a certain place. If you catch my drift, sis, come on now. Like,
it is what it is.
Your Uber cost me $38.45. It was an X. I ain't even take the pool. You feel me? Like, come on now.
There's a reason why I'm more willing to pay that $40 at 2 a.m. than 2 p.m. Like you gotta know there's something to it. Like,
that's a fucking weekly metro card. A couple rides.
That is,
I guess. But like you said, I do understand the other side. I do understand that she doesn't have to. Like, it's not anything about like,
hell no,
but it is definitely implied
or anything like that. But it's something that we feel like
no woman's obligated to give niggas pussy ever. Women run the world as far as sex is concerned. Sex don't happen without women saying yes.
Y'all have so much. I mean, that's a whole different episode.
Sex don't happen unless women say yes.
Don't say that, because not all sexual partners happen with women. So.
Right, but I'm talking as far as me and Marcus are concerned.
Oh, okay, cool. Right.
In our field, sex doesn't happen unless a woman consents yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because if she's not consenting and sex is happening, that's rape.
That's true. I support that.
Shout out to the Me Too movement.
Not
I'm a big supporter.
The rape. I support the statement of the yes and not the no. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, and you know, I feel like I was really like my character was insulted, so I just needed people here that could agree with me. Feel me? Like nah, people came at my character. Like,
I feel like call me at like 11 o'clock one night, like, yo, we gotta get in the studio tomorrow.
Really
I was like, yo, Omar, like, I'm telling you, I was like, yo, we gotta come here tomorrow because niggas is coming for me. On my comments, calling me a fuckboy. Some girl called me a bozo. She's like, you could block me. I'm like, why would I block you?
And you will be blocked.
Because I don't have to block sis because she's upset that Future left the bitch in LA. Like, sorry.
No, she means that you can block her for the comment you have in regards to the matter because she's, you know, feminist or whatever.
Yeah,
but she has to realize that social media leaves an open door to have your own opinion.
Everyone has opinions, but the thing is, I welcome opinions. But my whole issue was like, listen, we can have opinions and like different opinions without insulting each other. I never called you stupid. I never called you stupid or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not gonna come for you. Like, I'm gonna listen to what you have to say. All right, I see where you coming from. This is how I see it.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely do see both sides. I mean, we have a side, but I feel like we can, you know, see both sides and respect both sides. But
if not see it, then definitely hear it.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
we're adults.
I'm a proud fuckboy. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
That's what I'm talking about.
I used to be, but I graduated.
I know. And you grew your beard.
Cap and Gyal.
I support that. Okay.
Wow, that's I'm kind of hurt about that.
Everyone has different growing up times. Everyone has different graduation times.
Right.
Your time will come eventually.
Heard in my bed.
Right.
I don't know about that one, but next is
Oh, you trying to compare yourself? No,
I just want a goatee. I just want a mustache.
Some
at
people
least.
Ain't blessed like that. You got the baby soft skin. Just be like, cool, you know.
Can we not do this on my podcast?
All right.
You feel me?
All right.
All right. So there's a article. Damn, nobody can pull that shit up right now. Hold
What
on.
article?
There's like a I got you right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I'm on.
Yeah. Now I got. This
I
is why
literally
I'm
have
here.
a phone that's not being used. So who's
You
nobody?
know what's great? I have a laptop.
Who's nobody?
You feel me? And
Gonna
it's
read
an
it.
excerpt. Yes, I'm gonna read it. It's by.
Shout out to BP.
It's on a book, Men on Strike, by Helen Smith, and basically why men don't marry.
Oh.
And it's so the expert goes like this: because there's nothing in it for them.
Oh.
What exactly does marriage offer men today? Men know there's a good chance they'll lose their friends, their respect, their space, their sex life, their money, and if it all goes wrong, their family. Helen Smith, who has a PhD, and she wrote Men on Strike. They don't want to enter into a legal contract with someone who could effectively take half of their savings, pension, and property. When the honeymoon period is over, men are wimping out by staying unmarried or being commitment phobes. They are being smart. Unlike women who lose all power after they say
Kind of good though. First reaction.
I do, their masculinity dies too. So,
That
pretty
kind of
much,
hurts.
pretty much be synopsis that there's you gain nothing from marriage basically.
From a male's perspective.
Actually, a woman wrote this. Helen is a female.
Where did she get this information from?
She has a PhD, and I don't know
just her
what.
personal
She got
research.
this information from school.
Yeah, just her personal research,
Schools
personal
get this
experiences.
information from outside sources, like
Alright, you're
people.
being very defensive. I feel like, she obviously wrote the book, and she has the credentials to write these statements.
Yeah, I feel like it's her personal experiences and
Because she has a PhD,
schooling.
she has the right to say whatever she wants
And
to say. Okay. Whoa.
and regardless of me having a penis and shit, I actually agree with a lot of what she's saying. I
I agree with a little bit.
A lot
what
of this.
what do you agree and disagree with?
In terms of what she was saying, about how after the honeymoon period is over, men aren't wimping out by staying unmarried or being commitment
folks?
I don't really know. I mean, like, I definitely feel like this era represents marriage incorrectly. And it's like trendy. Like, having babies is trendy right now. There's so many people having babies that are more concerned about the gender reveal party, the baby shower, the push gift. It's trendy. And what happens when trends come into the era is that it gets promoted so heavily that when it gets to the point where it's time for that trend to be recycled and a new trend is there, you're stuck with whatever you put your money for. Like, all this time and effort that you spent on this last trend, you now have to put it in the basket and go with this new trend. And so that's kind of how I feel marriage is represented. It's like, okay, it's super trendy to get married. It's super trendy to have this ring. My ring's on the wrong finger. It's a promise ring. But it's super trendy to have, like, all of these things that are good in photographs, are good in social media, are good at getting likes, are good at getting followers and retweets and shares. That's trendy. And what happens when you actually have to put all this hard work into something that it's real? This is not, I feel like adopting a baby, I don't feel like having this kid anymore. I'm going to give it back to the world. Like, you just don't do stuff like that. It's misrepresented. It's not trendy. It's not something that's good for right now. It's not something that's great for photos and shares and likes and tweets and stuff like that. It's real. This is two people that don't care what anyone say about anything in their life. They only care about each other, and they want to share that with each other for the rest of their life. And they're willing to go through the sacrifices and the commitments and the drama and the whatever together. It's not whatever this person is saying with a PhD.
Helen Smith.
That's really
Some
incorrect.
respect on her
I feel
PhD.
like she had a really bad marriage, so she just spewed it all over her book and was like,
I mean, from a woman's point of view,
slap that on there. Let's make it valid.
Here's my feeling. I believe in the concept of life partners, which is two people that love each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together.
Okay.
Now, the idea of marriage is more of a contract provided by society where they have stipulations and a bunch of shit that kind of makes it, I guess, less appealing to get married. If you understand it, like knowing that,
How?
like let's say, like you have a promise ring, right? So you and your guy get married, whatever. You feel me? Like you guys made vows, promised each other to be happy together. You feel me? Through thick and thin, for better words, till death do us part.
Yes, remember that.
Right, till death do us part. But what are the actual statistics? 50% of marriages going to divorce. Where's the fucking death? Nobody dying. Females is waking up, or whoever it is, man, women, whatever the case, you feel me? Or the same-sex marriage, whoever's the partner wakes up one day and says, you know what? I'm not happy.
Yeah, but
Now, and then lawyers are involved, money is involved, paperwork's involved. So all that death do us part, that didn't mean shit. And y'all said that in a church, in front of your family and friends, in front of everybody.
I feel like it kind of goes back to what Jazmine was saying in terms of like people are not falling in love and getting married for the right reasons. I feel like people are getting in love for, like we was kind of talking about last episode, like physical, or they're getting in love for money, physical. Or they're getting in love for trends, or getting in love for because, like my parents think that it's time for us to get married, so let me get married. Or we've been together for a certain amount of time, so let's get married. Like, I feel like they need to be more focused on, okay, I'm truly happy with this person. This person is somebody who compliments me. This person is somebody who pushes me to be better. Like, those are the kind of things that you should be looking at. And because they're focused on the wrong things, that's why marriages fail. And they're not able to sustain it in the way that we would imagine it, and how the contract says it should be in terms of like life and death, of course, all that. Like, I feel like at a certain point, if you're not in love with the right things, it makes you feel like you settled for something that you wasn't really like looking for in the first place. So if I'm dating, let's say I'm dating Jazmine for her looks, when she gets 60, she gets droopy and she don't have all this stuff that I used to love. It's like, okay, like damn, like did I settle? Like, because now all the stuff that I really love is not there anymore. But her personality is never going to change, or her, the stuff that make Jazmine is never going to change. So I feel like those things are
super bubbly. Like she's super bubbly.
Yeah, but her being bubbly is never going to change. So I feel like if I'm fell in love with that, then that's something I'm always going to consistently love. But stuff that change, you shouldn't be like, it's just like financial state is always going to change. Your
the love
physical state is always going to change.
But I'm just
the
like,
love is real.
The love is cute and it's real.
Love is real.
I agree. I'm not saying love isn't real.
You said that love shit is cute. Like,
the love shit is cute, but listen, just let me get back to my argument here. My point is that we live in a world where we're very well aware that, you feel me, children, you feel me, and getting married to men with money and possessions is a business.
It's trendy.
It's right, like you said, it's a trend right now. Oh, who got the fattest head? Who's the most fire girl? Get her pregnant. Give her obscene and super extravagant amounts of child support so she can live off. The baby's children are meal tickets. You feel me? Custody courts and fighting over who has full-time custody of the child, for both, not just from women but also from a male's point of view.
That's
you feel
true.
me? Like these things are real. So all those things give a negative light and reflection on marriage. Why the fuck would I want to get married to somebody if she could wake up one day and want to take half my shit just to be spiteful? You feel me?
The wrong person for the wrong.
How can you say that? Because you could be deeply in love with somebody one day.
Being deeply in love is not qualified. Does not qualify you to get married.
So what?
It's like what Marcus said.
So why do people get married?
He said that it's more than just love. It's, are you compatible with me? Do you motivate me to be more?
Yeah, but I feel like more what Oliver is saying is like, let's say that me as a man, I feel like I'm compatible with you. I feel like all the stuff that I was saying, like I feel like, I fell in love with your,
you can feel that for, you can feel that for up to 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, but you never know the girl. You never know what the girl's intentions are. Like I can feel like I'm perfectly compatible with you, so I marry you, and then you want to take half my stuff because you weren't compatible with me, but you want to act that way because.
And some people, yes, and some people can put an Oscar nominee fucking performance, and gas you into. You feel me? Like, oh, this nigga worth $100 million. Whole shit. Copy. Like Janet Jackson.
I hear you.
The fucking prenup agreement was for what? How many years was it? I forgot. Like she's supposed to be married to this guy for like, I think a year or whatever the case, like 2 years or 5 years. And then she was married for him for the amount of the prenup agreement, and then a month later they got a divorce. And you got half of a billionaire shit. Like, come the fuck on.
You never know people's motives. Like, I feel like that they could have said like, okay, I know my goal is 3 years with Janet Jackson. After that, I could divorce her. Like, so let me just put in this show for 3 years. After that, I'm good. Like, so he probably could have said, oh, for 3 years I'm gonna act like this, and then all right, a month after,
I mean, he don't gotta act like shit. He the one with the he the one with the billions.
Yeah.
She gotta put up the front. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I love you. Everything's great. Soon as that extra month hit, all right, nigga, give me my money.
Yeah.
Give me that house. We got 10 houses, right? All right, I want these 5 because you got the pools that I like and all shit like that.
I don't know.
It's the world we live in.
I feel like marriage really is fake
give a
for
deadline
girls.
on the relationship.
No, because that's what I'm saying.
On the marriage. Why did the prenup give?
That's how these contracts are written.
On the marriage.
I mean, I feel like you can. Yeah, you can edit. You can edit your prenup the way
time frame.
And that's what
that's what it should be.
Why do you have a completely different time frame for my money?
It should be illegal. I'm telling you, it should be illegal to get divorced. Like if you vow in the church of God in front of your family, friends, till death do us part. Well, guess what, bitch? You gotta kill me because I ain't going no fucking way. Oh, you not happy? Guess what? Niggas don't like where they work, but you need to pay these bills, so we stuck.
A man ain't going nowhere if we get married, and he know that. He know I'm crazy, and he knows that I'm dead serious.
I mean, it's nice that you feel like that, but you have to know that he feels like that. Because what if he just
feels like that?
Okay, I'm not questioning our relationship at all. I hope.
I had a lot.
I hope y'all do feel like that.
I'm not saying that we're gonna be together forever because we're not married, so I cannot guarantee tomorrow, but I can guarantee right now.
I hate that.
And it's just like, there's a lot of things that you can do to verify your relationship. You can, I don't want to say play games, but I want to know what your past is looking like. How have your other relationships have gone? I want to talk to your family. Tell me, Mom, how has your son been? What does he do? Is he dirty? Let me see if maybe there's something that I can do to make him not dirty, because I ain't trying to live with that dirt. You know what I mean? Let's talk to your father. Hey, Dad. Tell me a little bit more about your son. What am I getting myself into?
I don't have a dad.
Let me put this statement out there. I personally feel like weddings, marriage, all these title stuff, I feel like they're really for females. In my opinion. I feel like what you said?
It's like we don't have dads and tomorrow's Father's Day. Like,
I really didn't know what to do.
It's so crazy.
I was like, what do
I have
you
a
do
dad,
on
but he's
Father's Day?
absent. I know where he is.
Oh,
so.
my boyfriend has a dad, so I think I'm supposed to go see his dad.
I'm a dad. You can say happy dad. Have Father's Day to me.
That is not your son.
That is my son.
Okay.
Now, like I was saying.
Okay.
I feel like the whole marriage and wedding things are really for females, in my opinion. I feel like for some reason, I feel like in society right now, females need that security in titles for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because I feel like
trendy.
Yeah, maybe because it's trendy. I don't know why, but I feel like guys are so like okay with not having titles, which I feel like is a gift and a curse. I feel like because sometimes guys don't want a title, so they can always pull the "you're not my girlfriend" card or "you're not my wife" card or whatever. Like, so on that end, I understand why girls want that, but at the same time, I feel like y'all be asking for it too much because maybe because it's trendy, and I'm saying like, oh yeah, I feel like once I have this title, you're supposed to act a certain way.
It's a
we
real
could not
thing.
be in a relationship, but I can still act a certain way. Or we could be married, I can still act a certain way.
For women to pressure men
That's
into
true.
marriage, like when are we getting married? Like the whole first season of
guys
Love and Hip Hop
really do that.
was Chrissy. No,
Why
that's
do
a real
guys
thing.
keep saying that?
No, it's a real thing.
You think that guys are always being pressured to get married. Women are also being pressured
from
to get
who?
married.
Parents or something?
Not
from the guy.
outside people. Yeah,
From other
believe
people.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of pressure
I mean,
for
I
women
feel like he's talking in terms of the relationship.
fall in line. Some cultures, you need to be married by the age of 12 minimum. That's when you can start getting married. That's when the parent can push you to, if I'm not mistaken, some Indian countries practice, what's it called? When they match you at a younger age.
I know you're talking about.
I forgot what it's called. If y'all know what it's called, write it in the comments so that we can know what it's called. But it's like they fully support that. They want them to marry their own, so they make sure that they match the people who they feel, okay, this family, I can relate to this family. This family is cool with me. I'm cool with this family. This family has never did me wrong. This family has always been to my events, supported me, blah, 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 blah. I want my son or my future daughter to be with this family. So that's what they do. They match them and they marry them off way before they even can decide whether or not they want to fall in love with this person. Is that something that I want to do? So it's not like we put pressure on you. Society puts pressure on you. Society puts pressure on us. So then we see all these photos and all these images and we're just like, we want that. So we have this good relationship. Well, we think it's a good relationship. And we was like, I want to do this. I want to do that. Do you think this is a possibility for us? It's not a pressure. It's a question. Are you down? Yes or no?
Well, I can definitely agree with that. That there is a lot of pressure from outside people who might not be in an actual relationship to want these two people to like tie the knot and whatever the case may be. But like another point in this excerpt was like that men are like women are saying men are being wimps or whatever the case may be. Like they're commitment phobes, and I don't necessarily agree with that concept. That like I'm like scared of commitment.
I agree.
That's not really the case.
Arranged marriage.
You feel me?
Arranged marriage.
There you go.
Got it.
It always comes. Always
It took
comes
a
to light.
second. It took a second, but I got
Feel
it
me?
back.
Niggas be drinking, so niggas need a load. But I feel like we always like there's a lot of commitment. Like you even get it from like a young age. Like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Oh, you feel me? How you and your girlfriend doing? Like just those questions alone can kind of like be like, why the fuck do you care? Like just let me be happy
People
with the
are
person I'm with.
interested.
You know, people might be interested with it because they're waiting for the wedding. I ain't gonna lie, I love weddings. Open bars, music, food. Like who don't love that shit? I probably won't have one, but guess
I don't
the
really
fuck
like
what?
weddings.
Listen, as a DJ, I would love to DJ a wedding.
too
Nigga, sign
long.
me the fuck up. Sign me the fuck up. The reception is lit.
I like the reception.
The reception is lit.
I don't like the wedding. It's too
And
long.
exactly. And people don't even like the fucking
It's
wedding.
too much. Me personally, I feel like it's way too much to bring all these people just to hear me say I do.
And I feel like
It's really a show for the females.
feel
That's
like-
it.
I don't need that. I just need
Yeah,
that one
I'm-
person to verify
show.
and validate and legally say you guys are together. Blah 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 blah. Kiss the bride.
Like
That's all- I need
whoever I get
one
married
person.
to, I really want them to know. Like, I want you to plan a wedding. I just want to show up, haircut, suit, groomsmen.
On
That's it. I don't want to.
right.
I don't want to pick flowers. I don't want to
That's
pick
too
venue.
much.
You can pick
That's
it all.
too
Like,
much.
it's your show.
Me
You can
personally,
pick the
it's
show,
too much.
venue, script.
that's what a
all
wedding
that.
is. The wedding is a celebration for the woman. The
Yeah,
niggas just
like,
gotta show up and be there.
Literally,
Like,
I'm gonna be there lit. I'm gonna be like, I got
Like
my
he
vows,
has
cry.
no input.
Literally.
No one gives a fuck about
I don't
what you
even
have to
expect him.
I
say.
disagree with that.
So
with that.
are you gonna let your man pick the flowers and the color
are-
palette?
No, girls
a lot of
want
guys- I don't
the
want any
guy
flowers
too,
at my
but
wedding.
I feel like guys
Hell
really
no.
don't want to.
Hell
I
fucking
feel
no.
like guys do want to take part in it, but guys do want to minimize it a
Yeah.
lot.
with
For that
nothing.
reason, yeah.
But if you were
Financially,
to
yeah.
honestly, if you were to take a poll and you were to honestly ask the person that's supposed to be the bride and the person that's supposed to be the groom, what
Can't be
kind
saying
of
men and women
wedding?
no more now
That's
these
why I
days.
said the person.
That's very conscious of
Right?
you. I like that.
So it's
Politically
just like
correct.
it's like if you ask them as individuals, what kind of wedding would you want without being influenced by mom, dad, money, trends, social media, friends? If you were to just ask them, you'd be surprised at how many people are pretty much on the same level. They don't want all the extra stuff. First of all, it costs money.
No
Who
dogs.
For real.
wants
No
to
flyers.
spend
That's thousands
a
of dollars.
house
Yeah.
mortgage on a
Seriously.
wedding? Jazmine is not spending no house or mortgage on no wedding. Okay?
You need to speak
Shout out
to
to
them.
my cousin. She getting married in DR. I couldn't afford the trip.
Ooh, that's
Destination, yo?
different. That's different. If she feels like she wants to get an outside wedding, that's fine. That's between her and the groom and the person that's going to marry them.
Couldn't
That's
afford
beautiful.
it. That's beautiful.
That's the honeymoon too. You don't even have to take another flight. You
Shout out
stay
my boy
there.
Sean.
That's a 2-in-1
That's
for real.
cool. But the whole let's get
Oh
married
no.
here.
No, she invited the whole family. Everybody got to
She put the invitation out
pay for
there.
the trips. Yup.
It's optional. But it's like, do you want that? Do you want to be here, get married, then go there? Or no, be here, get married, then have the reception. That's two different prices right there because you know the church be scamming. So you got the church fee, then you got the reception fee, then you got to go over there and have the honeymoon fee, and then there's a resort fee at the end of the
It's a
honeymoon.
lot of fucking money.
How dare you? How
It's a
dare
lot of
you?
money.
City Hall is free.
I believe yeah,
How dare you?
City Hall free.
open 24/7.
Well, it's not free. It's not. I don't know how much you got to pay for
Yeah,
City
it's
Hall.
probably.
or
I'm
probably, it's
There's
probably
a
cheap.
little,
Nothing's
there's a
free.
little fee involved.
It's a little
Nothing's free.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's my thing. I believe in the concept of life partners, and if I could find a partner who's like, listen, fuck a wedding. If we down for this and we love each other, then we love each other, and that's just
You
is
believe
what
in
it
promise
is.
rings?
Promise rings are cool. They're cute and they hold sentimental
Stop
value.
saying cute.
So what am I supposed to say?
Legit.
All right. Jazmine says promise rings are legit.
Thank you.
And I can agree.
Thank you.
But I don't want to get too caught up in the material aspects of relationship
Okay.
because those are outside things. I'm more of me and the person I'm with and building that relationship.
Keegan
So
is funny.
I support that. I definitely support that.
That's my main thing. You feel me? Especially like in my last relationship, I realized that like loving somebody isn't really enough. Like you really have to focus on the respect you and that person have.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot more things, you feel me, and trust and all that other shit that you feel me,
Right.
that's really
But
important.
that's just between you
I just
and
want
your
you
partner.
let you know Keegan said you ain't shit. I just want
Keegan?
Keegan said I ain't shit.
he said put a ring on
What's
it.
good,
Put a ring on
Keegan?
it.
What's good, Keegan?
You know
He said
what?
my nigga
I ain't gonna
Oliver
lie,
want a secret
and the
wife.
next top,
You don't want a secret wife?
Because you know what's the
I
funny
mean,
shit?
he's not gonna hide his.
The next
it's
topic-
his.
No, the next topic is actually something from I think you've seen the interview with the guys from the movie. What's that movie, Superfly? Yeah. So he was talking about like monogamy and shit.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know you saw the video, but he was like monogamy is overrated. And basically like he doesn't believe in marriage. So this is like another segue into this. Well, what else? Nigga Oliver.
Hey.
Shout out to Keegan. And you know what's crazy? Like that really spoke to me because you know I'm a fuckboy. And I was like, monogamy is kind of overrated. Like the whole concept of one man having one woman, like infidelity is really probably like it's a huge thing in like social media and like just like
It's
in
trendy.
like urban, yeah, it's trendy. It's
so
urban
trendy.
culture to be cheating like females having options. And I feel like it's a big thing among women too, or like for everybody
To everybody.
to have options. And
Humans,
I feel like
yeah,
it's a human thing, but I feel like naturally, like it's not natural as a human being to be tied down to one person, because we're supposed to like spread our seed, like the same way a plant doesn't have one fucking field. Like no nigga, like you could plant your seed wherever the fuck you want. Now
Plants are asexual.
okay. I just feel like that was a metaphor. I need you. Yeah, I was metaphor. I'm explaining myself.
I'm sorry. I told you I'm literal.
I know. It's but that was a metaphor. So, Kat, are you with me? That's the metaphor with the plant.
The lion has his mane, and he has his baby cubs.
No, he has lionesses that he
has one.
No, this is not.
Did you see the study?
This is not Lion King. I've seen the shit. Yes,
The study is with one. The only time that they
at the
leave
zoo,
the one,
yeah, but in the jungle, this motherfucker has lion. Like he has a group of lionesses. You know that, right? I mean, I don't know if you
saw this study. Well, it might have just been one study. I didn't see multiple studies, but I did see one study where the lion was very loyal and the penguin was very loyal. So it's like, I don't know. I support them. I'm not saying that they have to be loyal, but if they are, they are. It's not a big deal.
The bottle, I don't know what this is. Well, I can agree to disagree. From what I know is that the male lion is protective of the lionesses who do the hunting, and he gets to mate with all of them. So that's why I chose that metaphor.
Study.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
you feel
for
me?
that.
Discovery Channel, get your shit together because me and Jazmine don't know what the fuck going on.
Discovery Channel has way too many studies, way too many cases, and it's hard to keep up.
I think I see mine on Netflix too. You know what? We're gonna watch it on
Urban
Netflix.
Dictionary.
We're gonna get our shit together.
But besides from the fucking metaphor, my whole point is like naturally, if you take away the fact that we're thinking human beings and we can empathize and understand each other and we have emotions and feelings, in general, you take all that shit away. When I'm here in this planet, I'm supposed to be, like spreading my seed, like reproducing with women. You feel me? I can do it several times with one, but I can also do it with other women. And like, there's a bad rap in marriage, and his whole argument was that like he's never seen marriage be positive in his life.
Okay.
You feel me? Like he's never seen a marriage be fruitful or pass the test of time.
Okay.
So, and that's also true. Like I said, with the statistics that we have right now, 50% motherfuckers getting divorced. Like that's crazy. Like that means you get married. If I flip a coin, that's the exact chances.
I think it's 60% now.
It's 60%
now? I think it's 60% now. Because there was a huge increase.
No, because gays and lesbians are getting married now.
Right.
They're actually with the shits. I'm talking about if we let's do heterosexuals because we're all heterosexual.
Yo, Keegan, I'm sorry, but Keegan is that be in the making.
Wow.
But I don't know. I feel like
what's crazy? People always coming for me like because of my opinions. Like it's beautiful though. I appreciate it.
Ask Oliver if his woman gets to see other men too.
Yeah. If we're in an open relationship, like I've mentally like prepared myself for the idea of an open
My answer
relationship.
would be no, Keegan. I'll let you know for me. Listen,
If-
but
I
I feel like
if
every
I got 10 bitches, I can't please all 10 of these bitches. Like I got one that
Oh, you-
can't
oh,
be
okay, you're
with.
saying
I
if the
got
relationship
one.
is
I got one
monogamous,
that
okay.
can't go nowhere. But then like the other 9,
Is
let's
it?
say,
Your
go
main.
ahead. Yeah, you feel me? I got a main. Yeah, because the main is always, there's always that one girl. Like out of all the girls, there's one girl that takes the cake. Like she's
can see
like
that.
all you think about. So that's what I'm saying. But even in
But
even
that's
in
a single
polygamy-
lifestyle.
No, it's polygamy.
A person that's in a relationship would think differently, which is why a person in a relationship would consider other things as opposed to a person that's not in a relationship.
I'm single.
I feel like guys in general, like I feel like I can't run across any guy that doesn't even at least think of having a threesome. So even that alone, I feel like
not a guy
makes you,
thing.
huh? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just talking for my sex, but you can speak. I'm pretty sure girls want two guy threesomes is a different conversation because that's just
I didn't
very
specify.
But
It's called a
I didn't
devil's threesome.
specify.
It's called
a train.
You just said threesome. No one is specifying
Oh,
any
you're right.
type of threesome.
Sorry, I'm just talking about for
Well,
me.
well,
in
our,
my
our,
yeah, in
our
my
threesome is
experience.
with 2 women,
Yeah.
and then there's called a devil's threesome, which is 2 men and 1 female.
Oh, that's what you guys call it? Devil's threesome?
I call it a train.
That's very
But
sexist.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
Might as well have a metro call.
I feel like
nigga.
even if you think if you think in that fashion that you feel like you want threesomes like that, I feel like that puts you in a mind state where you don't want to be monogamous with somebody. Like you feel like you want to explore other things. Like I mean, I guess for some people it could feel like spice in a barrel more. You might feel like like
Kinda
let me
like
just switch
swingers.
it up. Like yeah, but at the same time, I feel like I would love to have threesome every night. Like honestly, like
I
if
have a
I'm
concept,
freaking
and
being
I feel
blunt.
like it's really honest. I feel like there's no possible way that one person can fulfill all your sexual fantasies. There's no possible way. As great as they are,
I disagree.
sexually, there's no possible way.
I disagree.
I mean, I think it's possible.
You are
it's
not
rare. I think
You cannot speak for everyone. You
I
do
think it's
not
rare.
know what everyone's sexual preference is.
Yeah, that's why I
No,
feel
but
like
I'm just
it's
saying.
possible. I feel like it's
I'm just saying,
rare.
as far as the actual scope of a
Rare is a
of a
very strong
person,
word.
like the actual scope of a person's sexual appetite, I feel like one person can't fulfill that one thing. Like I know for me, like the reason why I'm
For you.
loyal to. All right, so I'm gonna speak for me.
Okay.
The reason why I stay with my girl is she might be great sexually and she does all the things I like.
Girl?
Girl,
Maine?
yeah. Like if I
Like,
when I had a girlfriend.
oh, okay.
When I had a
thought this was
girlfriend.
Current. I would say, wait, you talking all of this? And you have a girlfriend?
No, I'm single.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
getting a whole lot of love, but you can continue.
Oh, hey.
Everybody love Jazmine. Shout out to Jazmine. Well, my whole point is that
Go
I
ahead
feel
and bless
like
your man with a threesome.
Hmm?
Keegan is on a roll.
You gonna bless your man with a threesome
I will.
with another
You would?
female
with another female.
or with
I
another
feel
male?
like if it was another female, I would need to be married.
That's exactly what somebody else said. But continue.
Yeah. I don't really feel. I need a legal document that's
Shout out
gonna
my boy
keep
Ty.
my man
I feel
with
like
me.
that always brings you
'Cause
back.
what
Like it
happens
doesn't
if she
matter.
has
It does not
bomb
matter.
head, and I'm just like, wait, hold on.
It doesn't matter if there's a
Just
contract
remember-
between us. I
Just
can
remember,
still
you're
act up.
legally mine.
Can we go back?
Remember, you're
Can we
legally
go back to
mine.
my point?
Don't
And this
forget.
is-
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
That's a
what I'm
great
saying.
segue, and that's what I'm saying. Like you see how
Like,
you
what
talk about
if
she
we're
has
married?
bomb head
And we have a threesome with a girl.
and
Let's
she's
specify.
disgusting.
If me and my husband have a threesome with another female, and I'm not saying my box is not bomb. I'm just saying like, I'm not saying I'm not bomb. I'm just saying like, what if someone has a better technique than I'm always in competition. Like,
But that's what
already
the
as it
threesome
is.
is for.
Right. You know, I wouldn't say hey babe, don't get the best out of this. That's what this is for. Get the best out of this.
Yeah, get a
I'm
bitch
not
that's
saying
dancing.
that. What I'm saying is that don't leave her. Don't leave me for her. You're legally mine. Just remember that. So
No, but the whole,
yeah,
but
you
the
can
whole
get the
that
best
whole
out of
legal
her
stuff
right
does not
now.
make
But that whole,
sense.
listen,
If I
I'm
want to
not
act up,
talking
no
about-
matter if there's a document that says we're married or not, I can act up. So I don't know why I feel like, oh, there's a paper, you can't
I
act up.
didn't
I'm
say-
still gonna act up.
I'm not saying
but I'm not
don't
saying you.
act
I'm not saying for
up.
you. But in general, girls feel like that's like a damn restraining order. Like,
No,
oh,
I
like
I
I have a
understand
document,
that.
you can't
My
cheat.
dick
So
still
I'm still gonna
gets-
cheat. If I want to
My
cheat,
dick
I'm gonna
still
cheat
gets
with
hard, the other
girlfriend,
girl
friends.
still get wet. So
Doesn't
right,
matter.
right. I do understand you guys a whole lot though, because a lot of women misunderstand men. So I'm not saying that I completely understand men. I'm just saying that I have more of a better idea as to what to expect from the opposite sex, because I don't sit there and say, do this that way.
Keegan
The end.
talking mad shit.
Like it's really difficult to expect this one thing from this one person and expect them to uphold those standards. Like, what if they have standards? What if you guys have standards and Shorty doesn't live up to those standards? And it's just like, okay, you're boring me. I need more from you. And then you're going to hurt her feelings. And that's why you guys always cheat. Or end up cheating or end up, being interested in other people, however you say it. It's just like, you just stop putting your standards so high. Like, give each other time to make mistakes as you guys are young enough to make them.
No, but here's my thing. I'm coming from a real perspective. Like, my whole point about, like, a one person, like, not being able to physically please you for, like, the entire scope of what you're interested in or whatever the case may be. Like, I've been with girls that I love and adore them. The reason why you're my girl is because after I fuck you, I actually give a fuck about you. Like, I don't have sex with a...
I knew he's gonna get into this right now.
Sorry,
it's really true.
No, I'm sorry.
True.
Like, no, I'm sorry. True. And it's like it's a fucked up world where it's a fucked up world where, like, I don't have sex with a girl, and after I came, I literally wanted this bitch to die. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Like, literally,
like, it's gross. Like, it's a disgusting snap. Like, it literally happens when I come.
Yeah, now with a girl that you don't care about,
and then a girl that I don't care about,
okay.
If she's in my presence after I came, I'm just like, I know I was really thirsty when I tried to get you here. I paid for Uber, all that shit.
Right.
Bought a bottle, all that shit. But I really need you to get the fuck out my face.
Okay.
Like, it's
really
gross.
It's really sad.
It's
really
gross.
sad, but it's really true.
And with the girl I'm with, like, I generally, like, her presence completes me. So I want you with me. That's the difference.
To stay after you come.
Exactly. Yeah. Stay after I come. But no, like, I want to, like, understand your mind, what you're thinking, like. It's a bunch of shit.
Oh, it's more than sex.
There's more than sex. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what my girlfriend entails. Like, it's not just physical. Like, it's mental as well as spiritual and all that other shit.
Okay.
But I'm just talking about, like, in the sexual scope of, like.
Wow. Fuck boys don't have spiritual.
Wow, thank you. But just in the scope of, like, that moment, like, in monogamy, and, like, shit like that. Yo, Keegan's killing me right now. I know he's killing me. I don't want to look at that screen right now. But just in that scope right there, like, that whole situation. That whole situation, I feel like I lost my fucking chain of thought because Keegan's being petty. What the fuck did he say?
He said you gonna cheat regardless.
Tell him get in the bus. Take the bus. I'm done. Take the bus.
Now I feel like especially, like, with threesomes, like, I've had threesomes before, and for me and my partner, it's and I tell her, I'm like, listen, like, we're supposed to enjoy this extra person together. Mm-hmm. So it's for us, it's you and me and her dominating her. And making her, like, submissive to our needs.
Okay.
Because that's what she's here for. Because I'm not losing because the fact that I'm having this is only because you're allowing me to.
Right.
And I respect that enough to understand my responsibility and my role to just be in the moment. You
Considerate man.
Of course, of course.
I mean, yeah, I feel that the same way, but not everybody's like that. You're right.
Nah, a lot of niggas doing it because, it's a new piece of pussy. Like,
yeah.
But
this is true.
I never found pussy to give you any gains in life. Like, pussy is expensive.
I don't know. People really take pride in their body count. Like, bro, I got 66 bodies. 66 and a half, actually, because I almost fucked some bitch. Like, that shit is corny.
Counting bucks. Wow.
I'm
Do you even know how many?
I lost track of how many bodies I had, but it's not because I'm a hoe.
I do, because it's so low. I feel like I think it was 11.
You say it
11? 12? It's around that.
I didn't ask you for the number. I just wanted to.
But yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm pretty low, right?
That's it.
That's low, right?
Why are you whispering? He already said it.
I always feel so good.
That's it.
11, 12. I wanted to keep it in single digits, honestly, but things didn't happen the way I wanted to. So.
You're single.
But yeah,
live your life.
I mean that number shit really don't mean shit because you fuck 66 people, only fuck 66 times, and there's motherfucker that fuck one person 1,000 times. Like what's there's no scope in that.
I hear that.
I remember one time
body count only matters for girls.
I hear that.
I feel like that's true.
I hear that, and I don't.
Shout out to
I don't like that, but I hear that.
I feel like one time a girl asked me, and this is after we asked, she said, "How many bodies do you got?" And I was like,
"Do people ask that question?
Are you asking me that because it was good, or you asked me you asked me that because it was good?"
Yeah, it has to.
It has to be because it was good. So I'm like,
no.
So I'm like,
what?
Because she sees something in you. She's like,
are you gonna change what you see in me if I say I have 11 bodies opposed to 31 bodies?
I can't speak for all women. I don't know.
You personally?
Me personally, if I were to ask Oliver, hey, we just smashed or whatever, I'm thinking about you, and we smashed again, and I'm just like, yo, how many bodies you got? That's not because I'm like, but you were that great. I need to know what your body count is. It's because I'm just like, I'm trying to see what I can get some information out of you in terms of I want to know how can we build off of what's going on.
But
But
I'm saying
if
with
your body count is like a crazy number,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what I'm
like,
saying.
listen, because Becky next door could be like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Would it change if I say, I have 5 bodies, or would it change? All right, if I said I have 5 bodies and 5 and 50, like, would it change your mindset about something? Or is it like, all right, whatever? Like, what?
Depends on the follow-up question. If the follow-up question is, do I know any of those people?
Oh, you probably do. Then
I would not want to continue anything with
because I have 50.
No, the follow-up question.
It's the thing. But this is why I don't ask girls like how many bodies, because that shit don't do nothing for me. I don't even know if you fucked any of my niggas. Right. You fuck Marcus.
Do I know any of you?
Or even if you fuck Jazmine, that's kind of hot. But no, sis, like how the fuck you can't fuck my friends? Like, you can't fuck my friends. You can't be my girl.
I'm not sharing. We are not gonna have conversations
at this point,
like,
I just met Omar. You can't fuck Omar either.
I know I know how it is.
If you topped off Omar, I pay this man. If you topped off Omar,
right?
No, this can't go.
It's like, what kind of conversation would you have with your friend? Like, oh yeah, girl, I know that thing is good, right? I know you having a good time. Don't talk to me like that.
Because what it look like if I'm like, yo, Marcus, I took wifey out on a date. You feel me? That's extravagant, blah blah.
Those conversations should never happen.
And then Marcus finished my sentence. Did she do the
Those conversations should never happen.
Like, that's crazy.
You should never know how my partner's stuff is. You should never know how their junk is. I should never have a conversation with my friends like, yeah. Did he ever do that thing to you? I should never have that conversation.
I feel like guys have that conversation. Though, right?
No. We can have mutual bodies because we don't care about the bitch.
Mutual bodies.
I don't
sharing.
If I'm done,
the same
like
body,
like
separate times.
I really don't. I really don't care.
It doesn't
that
matter.
Is disgusting.
Like if I dated somebody and I'm done with them, like Oliver,
billion females
can have it
in this country. And you
girls
are sharing
always think like that. Girls always think like that. Y'all always think like that.
That is disgusting.
Girls always think like that.
I'm not saying that women are disgusting. I'm all about happiness
and my bros getting it. Like,
we can be honest. We can be honest. A lot of y'all girls is fucking the same nigga. Y'all just don't know. Like,
I ask questions.
That's facts too.
Only with my circle. With my circle, I ask questions. Well, when I was single.
So one of your friends had sex with Oliver. You wouldn't have sex with Oliver?
No. Ew. That is not my friend.
Because it's friendly coochie on his like, I'm so confused. Right, continue.
I've been told.
You're a good time?
I'm good.
That's what's up. Good to know.
Send a friend my way. I'm joking.
No, thank you. No, I don't do that. I don't do things like that.
You don't send friends. You might say you're supposed to send.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried
Christina
that.
Said she wouldn't ask.
I tried that once.
She doesn't want to know.
Years went by, and then I tried it again. Both times ended up horrible, and I looked like the shitty friend. So we just don't do things like that because I was setting them up for happiness.
It's a girl thing,
and they wanted me to set them up for a good time, and I don't set people up for a good time.
When you have a male friend and you put him on to a female friend, let the female friend know, like, if you're trying to fuck somebody, just fuck him. Don't make it be like,
my female
he's
friends,
a great guy.
Yeah,
you feel
that's
me?
what I'm saying. Like, my female friends are just like, hey, what kind of guys? I'm just like, girl, let me tell you what I know, and then. You can do whatever you want to do after that. If you want to just smash and go, then you can just smash and go. That's your business. But I'm
about happiness.
If you ask
at the end
me,
of the day, like,
yo, hook me up with one of your friends.
But who isn't happy after orgasm? Come the fuck on.
Yeah, I mean,
who's happy?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if
I dated my ex and Oliver wants to have
you're
sex
not
with him,
happy
then like,
that's everybody is.
Gonna make him happy.
I was really confused.
Everybody is. You get a good sleep and all that shit. Come the fuck on.
No, I don't get. I do get a good sleep.
I go. What's next?
How is it that you get really hungry and then food tastes way better after? Can someone explain that to me? Why is it hormones? So does that mean that you all have hormones and estrogen and stuff like that?
Helen Smith got your answer.
Yeah, Helen Smith does have the answer. You know what's crazy? If
you
do a good job,
right? Because she knows.
Omar, you put it down. If you kill, right? She sleep. If she wake up, then she make you breakfast. You ain't even ask.
She goes to sleep and then wakes up and makes you breakfast.
That's how you know you did a good job. You could pat yourself in the back.
She better use the bathroom first.
All right.
Because I know how you get.
I feel like that was pretty much. I think that was a show. To be honest, we've been here for a while. We've been talking a lot of shit. So that's pretty much the show. I guess we got closing remarks. Anything you wanna? Other people know that you're working on.
You can definitely throw your Instagram in there. What you're working on.
Yes, definitely. Guys. You guys can definitely follow me on Instagram at 100% Cashmere. And if you want to follow or subscribe to me on YouTube, because I definitely do YouTube. I do like hair, life,
Clothes.
fashion, vlogs, everything. So, you can go to my Instagram at 100% Cashmere and go ahead and click the link in my bio so you can have direct access to my YouTube channel and follow me and subscribe to me on there. I can give you all the details. I know y'all need it. So make sure you follow me or subscribe to my channel.
Well, they need it because they're ugly, right?
No, because they need help. People in the world need to be educated. And I got that education and I got them lessons. And I just want to spill it and share it with the world.
Heard.
But yeah, definitely Jazmine with a Z is here. Don't say S.
Yeah,
Please
don't say
don't put the
S.
S. Jazz in my name.
appreciate you
Jazmine
clarifying
definitely
that
here.
for
Thank
me.
you for coming. OS Productions definitely. They're gonna be on our podcast page. SI Podcast is on Instagram. Definitely if you following me, we definitely have our page on there, and as well as Jazmine and OS Productions. So definitely look for that. But definitely thank you for tuning in. People that commented. I see Stephanie just joined as well. Thanks for watching. We definitely appreciate that. We're trying to get our views up.
Yeah,
so definitely I'm gonna be sharing it on Facebook when it goes live. But yeah.
Make sure you check that out.
Oh, you wilding over there. But yeah, it's cool. We had a good.
Would you let Gordon do a threesome with you and your boyfriend?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Friends are not allowed in my bed.
Friends, but sorry.
Would you-
I know we're going to do a closing remarks. Let me
stranger?
ask one more question.
She wouldn't be a
That's what I'm about to say.
stranger.
Would you rather have a threesome with a friend or someone that you trust?
They have to go through the interview process, and the interview process is very.
Is this like a shit on Craigslist?
very-
And you
Wait,
gotta sign
I
up?
want to hit it. Sorry, I know we closing, but I want to.
No, the interview process is very specific. I have questions. I have follow-up questions. I don't have to check your credit score or nothing like that, but I want to know your blood type just in case something happens.
You want to know
and-
their blood type?
Yes, because what if
All right,
what
don't
happens
be-
if they get
Don't follow
scratched?
Jazmine on Instagram.
What if they
I
get
lied.
scratched
Don't
and it's
do it.
just like your blood meshes with my specimen, and I'm just like, I don't want that combination. I don't want that compound. I don't want that mix. So you have to go through qualifications, and you have to complete the questionnaire, and you have to make sure that you are approved by my boyfriend.
Like that's it's hilarious.
So you don't have nothing for. You don't have. Oh, okay.
Wow, that's different. I've never seen that
Me
before.
either. You so you don't have no crack. If you were gonna agree to a threesome, there's not a checklist for you in terms of like what you would want from the girl. In terms
I've
of like,
never
in terms
been
of like
with a
physically.
girl, so I'm. Oh, you mean like physical attraction?
She gotta be caked up.
Yeah, please come on. At least-
I want to
everybody
say
likes cakes.
that during my
what do you
drunk
want in a
times
girl?
and me and my girls would go out, I have different groups of girls that I go out with because we're all like, I'm super social. So I link up with a lot of people and we just go hang out and then we meet more people. So we're always just like really cool with each other. But in terms of like sexual attraction, I'm not that kind. So it would be very different for me. I mean, like, I'm just like, oh, you're really pretty. And, if your goals is because, you don't have a double chin like I have a little double chin. Or you don't have this armpit chunk. Or you don't have this tummy. So your goal, so I'm looking at you. Automatically, I'm like, bam, she got exactly what I'm looking for because I want to be like that eventually. So now I'm just like, okay,
So
do you wear my dress
so-
better than me?
so
And if you wear my
Instagram
dress
model,
better than me,
basically.
speak.
Instagram
Instagram model does not qualify at all. You are automatically off the list if you are an Instagram model because you don't meet my qualification. I need people that eat food. I need people that gain weight accordingly.
Them bitches thick
Okay,
as
so,
fuck.
all right, so you have physical.
I need people that don't have plastic surgery. I need people that don't want to go to DR and
I
come
mean,
back
this
looking
is.
like
I mean,
stripper, like boom, pow. You know what I mean?
We understand this girl's only for the night. You know what? We could do this forever.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
we're gonna close this. We're gonna close the episode out. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's your favorite fuck boy.
Hey, gang.
And you feel me? The gentleman of the year, Marcus, as always. You feel me? He balanced me out with all my fuckery. So, shout out to all my OS Productions. You feel me? We'll be back real soon. We just gotta get our money together because I'm broke.
Happy birthday to me. My birthday's next weekend for real.
No,
So
happy
You gotta have an
birthday.
episode on your birthday, bro. You might as well have
I'm
an
not
episode
gonna
on
be
your
here for my
birthday.
birthday. I'm actually going to Miami.
You going to Miami?
Yeah, for my birthday. Yeah.
That's what's up. You
We're gonna
about to
talk about that
get
off
all
camera.
the
But yeah,
shorties.
I'm out for my birthday. 25th. I'm turning 25. I
You
got
need to
a
have a
beard.
threesome, bro.
He got
I got a
beard.
6-pack that I'm working on. Yeah,
need to have a threesome in
I'm
Miami.
gonna be.
So next week, gonna have a 6-pack.
Listen, don't clock me.
Oh.
But once the
You said it's-
23rd hit,
Oh.
I'm gonna have a 6-pack, whether it's
My
pizza
bad.
or not.
Heard
It's gonna be
300 6-pack. You're just gonna
Thank
spray
you.
it on. Yes, please, thank you. Subscribe, support the show. Please don't be shy. Leave a comment, whatever you feel like we should talk about. We'll talk about it. If you want to if you're a lovely lady who can articulate her opinion and you would like to sit here with Jazmine is saying, don't be shy, hit us up. We will love to have you if you're not ugly.
Wow.
That is the
That is
only
true.
thing. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You ugly.
We do record
gotta-
the podcast now. There's video now.
Wow.
Back
I'm
then we
sorry.
was just doing sound. It was okay, but now you gotta be something.
So
You
much
gotta
pressure to be awesome.
Yeah, you gotta be awesome.
At least that means that you're
you
not
feel
ugly.
me? You see, you're not ugly.
Now I feel like that's not okay to say to other people.
She's
Call them
ugly.
ugly?
We just let her
Listen,
on the show.
people
because-
called you-
What makes you think that y'all all that? Like, y'all not hot
we don't
shit.
listen.
We
We
don't have
didn't say
shit.
nothing about us. This is our
talking
show.
about-
We
we
could be
talking
You
about
gotta
ugly.
be a
It's our show.
female. You gotta be a female.
I can have no
to be-
hairline on
to-
my show, but the girl can't have no hairline.
Yeah.
That's it. Anyway, thank you for viewing the show. As close remarks, I know you got your Summer Hill stuff coming up this weekend.
Oh yes,
or
every weekend you can catch me DJing live at Summer Hill, Brooklyn. I do brunch on Sundays and Saturday Night Live. I will be there playing good music.
And keep that in mind.
And a bunch of other parties and other good shit. It's great. I got you. You like music? I got you.
All right.
Yeah.